Netwerk 24 se spesiale verkiesingsgids is die plek om te wees as jy al die nuus en uitslae van minuut tot minuut in Afrikaans wil kry. Volg die regstreekse dekking en ontledings deur joernaliste landwyd en vanaf die nasionale uitslagsentrum. Interaktiewe kaarte wys die uitslae nasionaal vir elke provinsie, munisipaliteit en in jou stemdistrik. Vergelyk die uitslae en kieserstatistieke van die vorige 4 verkiesings om die grootste verskuiwings te sien. Maak seker jy het die jongste weergawe van die Netwerk 24 app. As jy na die spesiale verkiesingsafdeling wil gaan, klik deur van die spesiale skakel bo aan die tuisblad of in die hoofnavigasie-opsies op jou rekenaar en in die app. Volg dan al die nuus, regstreekse dekking, interaktiewe kaarte met uitslae, 'n oorsig oor politieke partye, video's en potsendings. Gaan na netwerk24.com vir al die verkiesingsaksie op een plek.
Welkom by Netwerk 24 vanaf die OVK se Nasionale Uitslagsentrum in Pretoria. My naam is Philda Essop, politieke verslaggewer van Netwerk 24. By my vandag is meneer James Selfe, leier van die federale raad. Meneer Selfe, die Wes-Kaap is die DA, is die kroon of die juweel in die kroon van die Wes-Kaap van die DA. En alle aanduidings is dat julle die Wes-Kaap gewen het. Wat is die uitslag? Wat hoor u? Die finale stemming is nog nie uit nie.
Yeah, we believe that according to our projections, we should get between 53 and 54% of the support. We should have an absolute majority in the Western Cape. And that is a very, very good story because over the last 10 years, Helen Zille's government has really turned the provincial government around. We have some excellent outcomes in terms of housing, education, health, roads, policing, and Premier-elect Alan Winde will now have to take the province to the next height.
Maar daai 54% is aansienlik minder as die 59% van die 2016 munisipale verkiesing. Julle het vir meer gehoop.
Yeah, we always poll more votes in a municipal election than we do in a general election, and it's generally speaking not right to compare municipal election results with general election results. But we have gone backwards slightly.
Yeah.
And that's partly because of the Patricia de Lille matter that has been a feature of the last 18 months. But it's also because incumbency is the problem. Because once you've been in the government, people expect more and more and more from those governments. Actually, you're governing in an environment of less and less and less money.
Ja.
So we haven't been able to meet the expectations of the voters of Western Cape in the way that we would like to.
What are those expectations? Wat is die verwagtinge wat julle wil aan voldoen vir die Wes-Kaapse kiesers?
Well, although unemployment is the lowest in the country at 24% in the Western Cape, we would like there to be no unemployment in the Western Cape. Although our matric pass rate is in the early 80%, we would like it to be in the early 90%. So I think voters in the Western Cape, having experienced the benefit of good governance, wants even better governance. And that's the challenge that faces Premier Alan Winde over the next 5 years.
Ja, en net gepraat van Alan Winde, net op daai punt. Julle het verskeie beloftes gemaak, planne wat julle het vir 'n provinsiale spoorstelsel, sowel as 'n provinsiale polisiemag. Gaan julle dit nou voortsit? Daar kan dalk probleme wees daar rondom in terme van wetgewing.
In the case of the provincial rail service, there is legislation already in place that says where a government has the capacity and has a transport authority, which we do in the Western Cape, the rail authorities and Metro Rail in particular has a responsibility to give that power to the provincial government and the city government. What we want is a situation where one commuter can use the same ticket to use a taxi, to use a train, and to use a bus, so as to make it very easy for commuters to move to their places of work.
Ja, maar dit klink na 'n eerste wêreldklas stelsel. Dink jy u gaan dit kan regkry?
Certainly, I think we have the capacity to do so. If you look at my city bus service in the city of Cape Town, it really is a world-class service, and there's no reason why we can't make the train service a world-class service. And there's no reason with the proper cooperation with the taxi industry whether we can't make the taxis part of a world-class service. That is the sort of standards that we set for ourselves in the Western Cape, and when we become the government in other parts of the country, also there.
Kan ons net skuif na die DA se uitslag of die voorspellings wat gemaak word op 'n nasionale vlak vir die DA. Die WNR, die CSIR, plaas julle vooruitskattings baie laag op 20%. Dis laer as die 2014 uitslag van 22%. Waar skryf jy dit toe?
Well, I'm not going to speak on behalf of the CSIR because I am not aware of the methodology that they used. Our own projections put us within the 21 to 23% bracket. It is possible that we will poll 21%, and I think that's very largely attributable to the fact that a significant number of voters split their ballots, voted for the DA provincially, and voted either for the ANC or for the Freedom Front Plus on the national ballot.
Just on the Freedom Front Plus, they seem to be, the projections are also that they're doing very well. Do you think that the DA lost a lot of votes to the Freedom Front Plus? And there's also this perception that they speak on behalf of the Afrikaans people and they're very strong on the land issue. Do you think that maybe you went wrong there in that regard?
I don't think so at all. But you know, when we say we protect language rights, we protect the rights of all languages. We don't just protect English or Afrikaans or Xhosa or any other language. We protect all language rights, because Afrikaans is protected by virtue of the Bill of Rights, which protects all other languages. So I think that the Freedom Front Plus was quite clever in persuading its new support base that we were not in favour of protecting Afrikaans speakers, whereas in fact what we believe in is the protection of all languages equally. When it comes to land, I mean, we have actually been at the forefront of opposing expropriation without compensation, perhaps more vigorously than any other party in Parliament, and certainly our team of Glynis Breitenbach and Annelie Lotriet travelled around the country on that ad hoc committee and put a lot of energy and effort into making sure that that particular proposal was opposed at every turn.
Meneer Selfe, ons het nou net so 'n bietjie rumoer gesien hier op die grond. Ek kom nou net van die vloer af. Weet jy dalk wat daar aan die gang is?
I was told that what has happened is that the very small parties, the parties that are showing on the leaderboard as only having polled maybe a couple of thousand votes, are convinced that their vote totals do not reflect their support at the polls, and the fact that their vote is not going up is because the IEC is concentrating on the bigger parties. So it's only the bigger parties that they are adding votes to, not for them. So they have been in touch with the IEC, they have registered a complaint, but as far as I know, the reason that their vote totals don't change is because they haven't got any more votes.
And you getting more votes today?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Selfe. Baie dankie. Dis al vir vanaand. Skakel ons spoed later vanaand weer terug na die KYK sentrum in Pretoria.
Of wat hulle meen?
Koalisiepolitiek is die toekoms vir politiek in Suid-Afrika.
Cool but not wet. We can sort out the drought afterwards.
Baie ongelukkig. Omdat ek is teen my geloof om gemerk te word soos 'n dier. En nou maar as jy dit nie doen nie, mag jy nie stem nie.